Today, I'm telling all the secrets. Today, I'm spilling all the beans. Today, I'm gonna tell you the exact steps that I use to help my client make over $1 million in 18 months through Instagram. All right? Not only that, we got him from 5,000 followers all the way up past 300,000 followers. But before we do that, intro!
1, 2, 3.
Listen, I don't have a lot of time to make this video because I haven't made my own $1 million through Instagram yet, so I gotta get back to work. Now, I've made about half of that, but nowhere near the speed that I got my client past $1 million within the first 18 months. So the steps I'm about to break down to you are not only for you, they are also for me, because I'm gonna do the same exact thing this year for the rest of the year, 2025, so I could blow up my own personal brand and get some more moolah, because life isn't getting any cheaper, so we gotta get this money, right? And with that said, let's begin. I would like to introduce you to my client, Prada Jones.
Prada, thank you for doing what you do.
What you've shown me and tens of thousands of other people really have navigated to change our lives, and you've taken that time every step of the way.
Okay, relax. Prada is the man now. But let's talk about how we got here. I met Prada back in 2022 when I was still limping around on one foot with a boot because I was recovering from Achilles surgery. Now, months prior to this, I began teaching people how to build a personal brand on social media, well, actually on Instagram. And my justification for being able to do this is because I already had been viral around the world a couple times with songs that I made. And I did all that from the comfort of my home, in the living room, on the couch, about 250 countries, all because I realized how to utilize social media and people online to spread your song, your music, your message. I figured out the code. And as a result, people believed in me, and more importantly, Prada believed in me. So he hired me to be his social media content creator and social media management company. So here we are. I'm about to give you these 5 steps, and these 5 steps not only took him from around 5,000 followers to over 3,000 followers, but more importantly, over $1 million in 18 months. Let's begin. Step 1, pick a niche and stick to it. Now, I already posted a video on YouTube last week breaking down how to pick a niche faster, what niche to pick, who, the who's, whys, and what's. So if you want to see that, there's gonna be something right here you can press and you can watch that video. But the moral of the story is you need to be looked at as an expert in your field, in your industry. Why? Because you need to build trust, and trust building is the most important part of building your personal online brand, which inevitably is gonna get you the money. So pick an industry, pick a niche, and start to make consistent content around that thing. And no, you do not have to be an expert in order to start doing this. As a matter of fact, all you have to be is a couple steps ahead of the audience that you're serving. You have more information than them, and they need that information from you. And the best part about it, you're gonna end up becoming an expert anyway, because in making content every single day, you're gonna have to learn more, and in learning more, it's gonna become your expertise, and people are gonna trust you. And you know what trust means? More money. Which brings me to step number 2. The biggest question people always ask, or should I say, the most frequently asked question that I get is, how many times should I be posting? Now, when you first start posting, you shouldn't be worried about how many times. Most people are scared to death of posting anyway. They don't like how they look, they don't like how they talk, they just don't feel comfortable with posting in the first place. So the first step is just start, whether it's once every 3 days or even once a week, like I do here on YouTube. Just start now. If you truly want a shot at growing your personal brand and making some money online, then you have to ask yourself this important question. When you're just sitting around, or when the random average person is just sitting around casually scrolling through Instagram or any social media platform, how many pieces of content are they consuming in one sitting? And how many times do you think you need to be there in order to make a real impact on them? My opinion, I think you need to be there at least once a day and at least 5 days a week. Think about it. When you sit down, you get to scrolling, you're going 10, 50, 60, 100. Sometimes you're watching hundreds of posts. That's the rest of the world giving information, giving data, giving entertainment to all those people who are watching. And if you're not part of that, you will be forgotten. And by posting that frequently, you're going to become something that they look forward to in their feed. They know every day, boom, Cindy's gonna pop up and talk about all the styles she does at her hair salon. They're gonna get used to that, and they're gonna start seeing you as an expert in what you do and start trusting you. Back to that trust word. Now, for all the people screaming, what about quality over quantity? Guess what? You can't even become good at something and make something quality without doing it a lot. So you have to start making content, and you have to start making a lot of content and get used to making content before it even becomes quality content. So you can throw that thought out the window. Start posting content, start making content, get better at that content, and let the people be the judge. I did content days with Prada once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks, and we posted every day, 6 days a week. Which brings me to the second most asked question. What should I be posting? Step 3. You need to be posting valuable, shareable, bingeable content. Now you might be asking yourself, how do you even know what valuable content is? Well, first, you gotta do your research, and you can actually now use ChatGPT to do this, right? You need to find out what are the most frequently asked questions in your niche. You need to find out what people are struggling with the most in your niche. You need to keep up with the news in your niche and consistently make content that makes people stop and say, damn! I needed to hear that. Or even better, I need to share this with somebody. If that piece of content you make is share worthy, what happens? It gets shared, more people see it. If more people see it, more people share it, and so on and so on, and you get a chance to build a bigger audience. So now that explains shareable. Now, bingeable is the one that truly builds your audience. So let me explain bingeable. Bingeable simply means if a random person sitting on their couch at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday lands on one of your posts and they really value the information you were giving, or they love the way the post made them feel, the next step they might likely make is going to your profile and checking out what you got, because they're looking for more information or more of the feeling you gave them. So they head over to your profile, and if the next post they click on gives them the same level of information that they needed and or the same good feeling, they're gonna start watching your next post and the next post and the next post and the next post and the next post, and they're gonna become a fan. They're gonna start binge watching your content the same way you binge watch your favorite show on Netflix. Just like that, you become the main character, you become the star of the show, and they always know when they see you, you deliver the goods.
I am inevitable.
Which brings me to step 4. Give it all away for free, at least for the first 6 months. Yes, you heard it right. Give it all away for free. Everything that you would sell later, you need to give away for free, meaning the information. Give it all for free. Make all the posts. Tell them all the how-tos. People won't remember anyway. Social media moves so fast, they're gonna forget most of what you post or most of what you tell them anyway, right? Also, it's gonna be nearly impossible for them to grab this video and that video made 3 months ago and this video made 5 weeks ago and put them together to get what they truly need. So your job is to truly give all the value that you would sell later for free now. Nobody knows you. Nobody cares. Nobody trusts you yet. So you gotta give a little more, then give even more. By doing this, you're cementing yourself in their subconscious that when they see you, you're the person that always has the good information. You're the person who's always on point. You're the person who's always on their feed right when they need you the most. You're not like those other guys where every single time they post, they're like a used car salesman. At the end of their post, they're saying, hit the link in the bio to buy the blah, 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 blah. Or comment the word booth so I can send you booth and you can buy booth. Nah. Your job in the first 6 to 8 months is to build that trust, to give a super tremendous, monumental amount of value and build your trust score. You know why? Because at the end of that 6 to 8 months, when you decide to sell something, when you decide to have an event, when you decide to tell everybody, hey, here's my offer, here's how I can help you, they're gonna know you, they're gonna like you, they're gonna trust you, they're gonna jump to buy what you're offering. And then the crazy part is subconsciously, they're gonna feel like they owe you because you've given them so much for so long. They're going to be down with you. They're going to be your fans. They're going to be part of your team. Which brings me to step 5. You need to learn how to sell like an expert. During the 6 to 8 months of you posting, building your awareness, building your brand, you need to be studying like no tomorrow, researching like no tomorrow, or hell, pay someone else to do all that work. But you need to be finding out what you need to be doing at the end of that 6 to 8 months to get the most sales, to figure out how to do emails properly, to figure out how to build a funnel properly, to figure out how you need to be communicating your course or even setting up a course. Because when that time comes, because they trust you so much, they're gonna be willing to dive in and buy, but you gotta make sure that you're doing it the right way so you can get the most out of it. They can get the most value and you can get the most money, and both sides will be happy. Now, the fast way to do this, the right way to do this, after all my moments of messing up, is just find someone who's already done it. Find someone who is already doing what you do or has already done it, successful at it, made the money from it, so you don't have to go through the hundreds of mistakes. Now, you may have to pay that person, but guess what? It's gonna be cheaper than you messing up on your first challenge or the first way you build your website or your first funnel, because time is money. You're gonna waste a ton of time, you're gonna waste a ton of money getting the wrong apps or the wrong website or communicating it wrong. So find someone that could either mentor you, find someone that you could pay, that you saw do it already, that you can sit with or Zoom with and learn from them. Don't be afraid to spend the money. The money's gonna make you more money. Invest in yourself and the rest will follow. I have a bunch of clients now, but Prada was my very first client, right? So I wasn't even sure I could pull off what I pulled off, you know? So I had to do the research, I had to do the studying, I had to spend the money, and it worked. Over $1 million in 18 months, over 300,000 followers from 5,000 followers. We rebranded his whole presence online. Now everybody knows when they see Prada pop up, he's the go-to guy for credit, funding, and definitely for real estate. In another video, I'll break down how to go about shooting the videos or building a funnel or designing a funnel, or who to go to for those funnels, or how to properly communicate or market those videos, and just how to bring the money in when it's time to actually sell. So until next time, start strategizing, start shooting, start creating, start posting, and start preparing. This is going to be the best year of your life. Let's make some money. Sounds good?